Good morning, everybody, and early welcome to week number 4. Today is Saturday, July 22nd, and week number 4, module 4, starts on Monday, July 24th. Just a couple of things before we get into the content that I wanted to go over. The first thing is in module 4, which I've made all of the materials available at this point. We have 3 different parts. The first one is quantitative designs, and in week number 4, this starts our exploration of quantitative research, which many of you may know because it is, if you've ever done a survey where you use a Likert scale, a 5 or 7 question Likert scale or response scale, that feeds into quantitative research. So quantitative research, you are analyzing numbers. Part 2 has to do with visual displays, and 3 is research methods, which really are the statistics behind the quantitative results. So let me get right to a couple of things. The first thing is week number 3. I thought the discussion forums were excellent. I want to thank everybody for your efforts. I will have some comments tomorrow to each one of the groups. They will not be individual comments because, as you know, this builds on your group work builds towards the assignment, which is due next week, and I'll talk about that in a second. So let's get right to the assignments, just looking at where we're at. So today, by the end of today, and if you can't get it to me today and you need a day or so extra, please feel free. You can shoot me an email, but your article captures are due, which are the 6 articles that you will be using in the remainder of the course, specifically in the last assignment of the course. So that is due tomorrow, or excuse me, at the end of today, which is July 22nd. If you need a day or so extra, let me know. Coming up next Sunday night is the critique number 1. Critique number 1, I'll talk about that in a minute. And August 2nd is a visual display assignment, which isn't a major assignment, but it does take a little bit of time. So let me get right to the materials in week number 4. First of all, I will say to everybody that all of the materials are available for all of the 3 parts. This is module 4, part 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, we're looking at part 1 right here. You're looking at the video. I say in here because I'm recording it. The video will be available today. So right here in the introductory paragraph, quantitative research is the process of collecting and analyzing numerical data. So really that's at the root of it. And to contrast this with qualitative data is words, themes, ideas, patterns, and it could be an interview, it could be a focus group, it could be anything that involves non-hard numbers, so to speak. So quantitative research is probably something that people are more familiar with. I won't say you know that it's easier or harder. It's just a different type of research. So I'd like you to first of all read chapters 6 and 7. I'd like you to look at the videos that I've posted online. And these have to do with, once again, Jeff Beaudry talking about quantitative research, reliability and validity. Now, this really has to get to the quality of the quantitative research. And we looked at the quality of the qualitative research as, things like robust, thick descriptions. Well, in quantitative research, it's a little more, I want to say it's a little more specific in how you actually analyze the qualitative portion of the research. So take a look at, pages 150 in the textbook for information on that. Now, I did say participate in the discussion forum. We have an assignment due today, which is the article captures. We have an assignment due next Sunday. And so therefore, I made participation optional. This is truly an optional forum. If you want to participate in it, that's great, but nobody will get extra credit or have credits taken away. Really, what I want you to do is take a look at the article and then describe, explain, and apply. The assignment. This is the critique of the qualitative article. Now, everybody was assigned a group last week. You discussed your particular portion of the group assignment. You took the lead in that, and then you participated with others in your group about an article. The article that you will be using for writing this individual qualitative critique is the article that you were studying as a group. And I'll just show you that in 1 second. Let me get through this. So here's some ideas. Well, first of all, let's take a look at this. So last week, if you were if you were Group B, excuse me, making it Facebook official, that will be the article that you use. You will not write about any other group articles. You'll write about the article that you were part of and you discussed last week. Couple of things. Please don't copy and paste other students' replies. This is an individual assignment that I'd like you to write. And it's once again, it's not a group assignment. This is an individual assignment. These are the headings I'd like you to use. So this is the assignment. This is where you actually submit it. You know, a lot of repeated information up above and here. Now, there is something I wanted to show everybody. I added down here a qualitative critique exemplar. Now, there's also other materials in the content area. You just have to look for qualitative critique exemplars. But I did want to show you just something very quickly. So here's the exemplar that's included in the assignment. It's actually embedded in the assignment down at the bottom. Cover page, always love a cover page. Double spaced. This is nearly perfect as an exemplar. I can say it's not 100% perfect, but I put it in here because it will give you a really good idea of what I'm looking for. Double spaced. Titles centered on the page. These are the same titles that I just showed you. Double spaced, sampling, data collection, analysis and results, evaluating, you know, right here, transferability, and then the references. And the references are the article that you were looking at and anything else that you might have, you might want to. Well, first of all, in the references section, you're going to have your article, and then you're going to have probably something from our textbook, and you might have other references. So that is just a really quick overview of here's what's here for an exemplar, and then once again the discussion post. So let me go to part number 2. Excuse me, you're probably dizzy at this point. Part number 2 is visual displays. And visual displays really are no different than just looking at a graph. You're looking at some kind of example, of visual examples that explains the data. You know, so you could be looking at a huge table of data, and in the table, it's just too overwhelming. It's just numbers. But if that same table is put into a pie chart, it's put into, here's an example of a bar graph where you can take a look at it, mean test score category, number of students. And so that's just, there's a whole video on visual displays of data. another one on visual displays of data. So really in this assignment, which I'll have more information on this next week, but really what I want you to do is to follow one of these data points and then write a short paragraph about it. Really, what is the data telling us about? Now, I'll expand upon this as we move forward. The visual display of data is not due until August 2nd, so I'll have more information on this. So, visual displays are bar charts, pie charts, histograms, stem plot, time plots, and others. And then we get into kind of some of the statistics involved. This feeds into part number 3. So as you can see, here's the assignment, and I will put a visual display exemplar online just so you can take a look at it. But this isn't due until August, so you don't have to worry about it. But it's important that you stay up on the material. So let me go right at this point to Research Measures 3. Excuse me, I was just writing down where these start. So when I say research measures, I'm really talking about the information that how you analyze if information in quantitative research, how is it valuable? How is it reliable? And how can you tell by looking at the information, meaning these statistical tests that are used, are the results statistically significant? And that's the term that's often used, and it's really the term where you describe if the test results, just say between group A and group A, were statistically significant. And what I mean by that is they are significant. Sometimes the results are significant, but statistically they are not. So once again, we'll get into more information on this. So I'd really like you to take a look at the video that was in part 2, the reliability and validity, mean, mode, normal distribution. Some people, you're probably very familiar with this. And the one that I would really love you to start focusing in on is the p-value. And once again, I'll have more information on this. P-value is often cited in the actual research paper, and it basically says the result, a p-value that is bigger than a certain number, the results are not statistically significant, but if it's below that, they are. So I don't want to inundate you right now with the statistical aspects of it. We have time to dig into it, but I really would love you to take a look at the 3 videos that are in this section and then with the other sections. So I know that's a lot. So let's get back to the assignment for a second. So the article captures are due today. If you need another week or so, if you need an extra day or so, let me know, or just submit them on Sunday, which would be the 23rd. If you need an extra day beyond that, just shoot me an email. Qualitative critique. This is where you write your individual paper on the group assignment that you have been, or your group activity that you've been working on in week number 3. Visual display assignment isn't due until August 2nd. And then we have an experimental critique, which, don't get too bogged down. I'll explain this in more detail coming up. Basically, we will be using the same groups that you were in. You will discuss one article as a group again, and then you will write an individual assignment called an experimental research critique coming up. And then we get into much more than I want to cover in this video about the final assignments. So once again, here's for the assignment coming up next week, the qualitative critique. I wanted to, just show you, we do have materials down here, right there, qualitative critique assignment exemplars. There's 3 of them in there. There they are. This is the same one as I posted in the materials in week number 4. All right, everybody. I know that's a lot. Just take it one step at a time. I want to thank everybody for sticking in with the class. I'm very impressed so far with, I've taken a look at some of the article captures that people have sent me, and just take it one step at a time. And if you have any questions, any concerns, you need some help with anything, please let me know. Now, I will throw out there we may have an optional Zoom meeting this week, but I'm kind of thinking I might want to do it next week, because next week we'll get into some more information. But if I change my mind, I'll shoot something out either tomorrow about a probably Wednesday or Thursday. But stay tuned on that. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for listening to this video. I know it's long. 16 minutes is an excruciatingly long time, but there's a lot of information I just wanted to get out there. Any questions, let me know, and good luck with this week and submitting the assignments. Bye, everybody.